Stressful day. All right, so if you saw my last video, you saw that I just bought a car in Quito, Ecuador, and I'm getting ready for a little road trip to Mindo. I had some car troubles today, and spent half the day dealing with that. Getting the mechanic to do a little temp fix for a sensor that was loose that we can't replace because it's kind of the holiday season here and places are closed. Now, making a big batch of my spicy tuna salad. Spicy tuna taco wrap things. Don't know what to call it, but it's good road trip food. Basically, I make a tuna salad with a cilantro and basil and whatever other kinds of vegetables I can throw into it. Tons of lemon. We just wrap that up in tacos, and because it's got a lot of salt and lemon, even though there's tuna, it preserves really well. Great road trip food. So that's what I'm up to right now, and I'm about to bring you on this trip to Mindo. I've made some videos about Mindo before, but I've never posted them. This time I went and got some fishing gear. We might do a little, it's actually probably just tilapia fishing. I'm sure there's some trout in the rivers out there, but I think it's pretty hard to find any good trout spots left. Maybe pretty fished out, but we'll try to catch some tilapia, just have a little fun breaking the fishing gear. Hopefully this is the first of some fishing videos that I will do with myself and maybe the kids in Ecuador. At some point maybe we'll get out to the coast, do some shore fishing. We'll see. Anyway, I hope you guys are as excited for Mindo as I am. Here we go.
Ya, le sale
¿Cuánto es?
Le sale en efectivo 222.
Okay,
Con
so
tarjeta de crédito 233.
all right, so outfitting myself, we're looking at about $220, $230 to get all the gear for the family for fishing. We've made it to the Woodtown Hostel in Mindo, Ecuador. Normally I don't book places online ahead of time in Ecuador at all, but when it's a big holiday like New Year's I do, so we booked online ahead of time, and it's all worked out. We got here, we got our rooms, getting all checked in, and got the kids in the pool, and the Mindo adventure begins. Oh, and we stopped at a place for fishing on the way here. Before the town of Nangliito, there's a little sign that says Pesca Deportivo, which is sport fishing. Unfortunately, we really didn't want to eat the fish, and they told us, no, when you fish here, it's catch and keep, and then they cook them for you, and we weren't in the mood for that, so we played around with nets in the trout ponds for a little bit, but we're actually going to try to go fishing in the rivers in Mindo and see if we can maybe catch some tilapia or maybe some trout. And definitely gonna do a bunch of hiking, show you around town, show you what Mindo is all about. I broke down and bought the tourist hat. Gotta do it for the sun.
Hey, ¿qué hace papá? Cheese.
All right, so we took the trails up to the Yellow House. One of the attractions in Mindo is the Yellow House trails and the bird trails. And we went up there and we asked the lady what the price was. She had a little sign that said bird trails. She said it's $6 per person, and there's no access to the river. So we changed our plan. We're gonna try to get ourselves down to the river because I think the kids need to swim more than they need to spend an hour hiking in the woods looking at birds. See, it's perfect. So I've taken a walk out in the cloud forest around Mindo at night, just trying to capture some of the sounds. Show you what it sounds like in the this part of the world. Looking at some crazy insect in this part of the world at night. We're on our way back to Quito from Mindo. Stopped in a little cafe to get some coffee. So we took a little fishing trip while we were out there. It really put the car to the test on what would have been better in a 4x4. About 20 minutes outside of town, we found a river that my map calls Rio Esmeraldas. Would have been the upper part of the Esmeraldas River. But the locals refer to it as this Rio Cinto. So it's kind of got two different names. That happens a lot in Ecuador. Anyway, while we were fishing there, we caught a brown tilapia. So we had a little luck. Didn't get a video of it because one of my kids decided to pick up rocks and go a little crazy at the moment, and we got distracted. But it wasn't a keeper. Actually, for tilapia, it probably was. It was about 10 inches long, but it wasn't something we wanted to keep. But cool little fishing adventure. That was my first fish in Ecuador, and the kids got to see what it was all about, so that was fun. We had to cut it a little short. The rain started, and it was a really steep, dirt, muddy road down into this river, so we didn't hang out long. As soon as the rain started, we headed out of there. And of course, once again, we had a problem with the car. Didn't want to start. It's that same problem that I've been describing. So we got lucky after wiggling, noisy trucks. After wiggling the sensor for about 10 minutes, the car started and we got out of there. But yeah, fun trip. Heading back to Quito now. And that's it. That was Mindo. Hope you liked it.